Hello there and welcome to a new episode of the Studio Project. My wife Anya and I went to Vigo in Spain to meet Philip Newell, legendary sound engineer who is currently building and constructing recording studios. We took from that trip a lot of experience and a lot of ideas, and at least seeing actual recording studios and being able to talk with Philip about issues that goes along with that. Having read his book, The Recording Studio Design, which I showed you last video, made clear to me that if you want to record music in a hi-fi quality, that requires some necessities. And one of that, and maybe more even so than a recording studio on its own, is the control room. And the control room is the room where the sound engineer is and just controls the sound that's coming from the recording room. Let's have a look at one of the videos that we made in Vigo with a little bit of sound, and you see the control room there. Okay, here it is. If I just go back a little bit, here you see Philip, and of course this is a very large control room with a very large mixing console. What we are planning to do here is not as big as that, but what's important here are the speakers. You have the small near-field speakers. Those are the famous Yamaha NS10. But the large speakers are actually the core of the control room next to the acoustical treatment of the room. I cannot say that I particularly found it beautiful what I heard, but it was very, very, very clear. A three-dimensional sound, as if you could touch every instrument, every singer, every sound, every noise that was made, and from the lowest frequency to the highest. It was not a sound that was presented to you in one nice sound cloud, so to say, but it was kind of separated. And Philip explained to me that was essential. You really have to hear what has been recorded. And you know, when we started this project here, we thought of making recordings here in our living room. Making recordings here in this room is possible. It's large enough. We have a little bit street noise, but okay, we make the recordings late enough that it's very quiet here. So that's all those kind of things can be solved, but not having a control room where you not only have these speakers but also have an acoustical treatment. I show you this control room during the construction was looking like this, and you see all these spaces between the wall and the inside of the control room. Here also the roof. The recording room is treated as well in this way. We talk about it in the next video, but this acoustical treatment, that is essential. Why? Because you need a room where all frequencies are controlled, where you have not an increase of bass frequencies or mid-range frequencies or high frequencies. So the sound comes from the speakers and in sound waves travels through the room and will be absorbed or diffused or reflected according to the wavelength. The lower the frequency is, the longer the wavelength and the more absorption material you need. So that means that when the sound engineer is sitting here, the sound of the speakers come to him but will not be reflected, and that's essential, because if it was reflected, the sound engineer would not know anymore if this reflection is on the recording or is actually a kind of adding color or reflection or reverberation of the control room. So having a controlled room to control the music we record is essential. This element is a big piece of the puzzle. You know, we will dive in my past. I promise that, and I will do that. I've figured out something that's very nice to share with you, but that will be for one of the next videos. But obviously the recording studio is the main thing of this project. Anyway, that was it for today. I thank you for watching, and as always, thank you for your subscription. And if you subscribe to the channel, that stimulates me to continue with these vlog series and the music recordings, and you will be updated with every new video I release. Thank you for watching again, and see you next time again. Bye.